Hello everybody, it's Jen from Scrapbena Creations on YouTube. Welcome back to the Scrapping for Less YouTube channel. So today I have a design team project for you using Newton's Nook, Newton's candy cane. I'm using some embossable window plastic. I am making a shaker card today, and a piece of pattern paper from Milk and Cookies, which was released by Doodlebug for last Christmas. It had a really gorgeous pink and white candy cane pattern paper, which inspired me for my color palette of this particular card. So this is a monochromatic card using pinks and whites and then gray for the little kitty. So I'm using my favorite pink color combination of my Copic markers, which is R85, R83, and R81. And I'm going to be coloring all the accessories and the candy cane in the same color. And you can see there I already went ahead and did the peppermints and the hearts just to save time in this video, as I'm using the same three colors for all of the pink elements. It's going to create a really nice consistency throughout the card. For the kitty, I decided to color this particular image up as a gray cat. So I'm just going through the entire image that I want gray with my C1 marker to just wet the cardstock a little bit. And then I'm coming back with my C3 marker. I decided in the end not to add any of the C5. I got the look that I wanted just with the two markers. So don't be afraid to only do a two color blend. It's really all up to your preference. I'm just adding in some cheeks here before I go over with the final coat of the C1. I am going to do a bit of tip-to-tip technique here, where I'm going to touch the C1 marker to the C3 just to blend that in a little bit better and get a really nice smooth blend. And then I'll finish coloring the image using the C1 marker. I didn't worry about making the image fluffy or fur-like. I am going to come in with a white gel pen once I have the image colored, and I'm going to add some detail using that instead. I just find it easier. So I'm almost got the main portion of the cat done, and now I'm going to go through and do the white colors. So I'm just using C1 very sparingly here just to add some dimension to the white portions of the image. I will blend that out with my colorless blender, and it'll give it some nice shading and actually make it look more white than it does if you don't add any shading. So here's where I'm going to add the white gel pen detail, just trying to make the candy cane look shiny. I'm going to add 3 dots on the cheeks of our kitty cat and add some striped detailing here. I thought about putting it on the legs, and then I decided not to, and then I came back in and I did add it. I'm not sure if I'm crazy about it, but no one's really going to notice. So I fussy cut out the images, and then I used a scalloped circle die here, and I'm going to stamp out the sentiment using my Versamark ink. Is a sticky embossable ink. This pattern, I don't know where I got pattern, but this cardstock is actually came from the Flavor of the Month Christmas card kit, the October kit. So I'm just using a piece of that because it went perfectly with the card. I'm going to heat emboss that. I've just used some white detailed embossing powder, and I'm using this Cloudy Frame die by Pink and Main, and I cut out some white glitter cardstock for the frame. I've gone ahead and added that embossable window plastic and my 3M foam tape just to save time. Now I'm going to adhere some of the candies right down to the piece of pattern paper so that they won't move around once I create the shaker card. So I did use my little embossing tool around that just to get some of the static off. I'm going to add some of the sequins that came in this month's Flavor of the Month card kit as well. And then I'm going to add some confetti from my stash. It's American Crafts, and there's red and white candy canes. So I picked out a bunch of the white candy canes to add to the mix. I'm going to add some more of the candies so that they can float around in the shaker card as well. And now I'm going to add that pattern paper panel onto my shaker component. I added some double-sided adhesive, some really strong adhesive, so that this panel won't move when it's on the card base. And then I'm going to finish up by adding the sentiment, which says peppermint kisses and mistletoe wishes, and then I'm going to add my little kitty cat with the candy cane to the bottom right hand portion of the card. To add some final embellishments, I'm going to use 3 little hearts that I colored up. So I do adhere the first one with liquid adhesive and it doesn't stick. You'll see it sticks, it comes up with my finger when I lift my finger here. So for the other one that's going to touch the glitter cardstock, I am going to use some red line tape, which is super strong adhesive. Because this one's going to be on the cardstock, I can get away with using the glue. And I am going to go back and add some red line tape to the first heart I did as well. And I feel like this just really rounds out the card. I'd love to know if you've started making holiday cards yet and what you think about a pink Christmas card. I thought this would be sweet to send to your cat-loving friend. Finishing up the inside here with the sentiment, wishing you a sweet Christmas, and the card is complete. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.